Hey, my name is Anton with howtophotoshop.net, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this painting effect on a photograph. So it's a cool effect. Sort of looks like the GTA 5 artwork, or is it GTA 4? I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't matter. So another thing you can do with it is sort of this effect, but this took more time than the actual painting in Photoshop, but you can get pretty close. So let's open up an image. So this is the original image I used for this tutorial. Just took it a couple of half an hour ago, and I looked a bit pissed because I had to wake up early. So what can you do? So let's crop it up a bit using the crop tool and press enter to accept it. Now let's unlock the background there, and we want to sharpen it up a bit. So we'll go into filter, sharpen, and unsharpen mask, and sort of set the amount to 270 and the radius maybe to 8 and the threshold to 0, and press OK. So we did that sort of so we can see where the light comes and where is the shadows. So the next thing you want to do is go into filter, artistic, and going to poster edges. So you need to set your edge thickness and edge intensity to 0 and the posterize to 2, and press OK. So this looks pretty good, but we want to achieve that patent look like here. So let's resize our photo so it will go quickly, but you don't have to do that. The good thing about this effect that you can take any photo of any size and make it the size you want. Let's say if you want to print a giant poster, so you can make it that size and use the same effect, and you won't see any pixelization. So that's what's good about it. So let's zoom out to my forehead, and if you're going bald like me, you can add some hair, but I don't think I'll do that. So we'll use the smudge tool for this effect. So let's pick the smudge tool and keep the strength at 50%, and actually let's make the brush a little smaller, sort of like this. Set it up to above here, 38, and we're just gonna smudge it along with the face, sort of with the wrinkles and with the lights. So we'll start here around the eye, so we'll go sort of like this, and try to be careful to sort of not smudge the face, and so it will come out a bit weird. So carefully you'll go around the eye. I usually start with the eye because it's the most difficult area because of all the wrinkles, unless you're doing it for a child, so maybe you don't have any wrinkles. Sort of like this, work your way with through the eyebrow, and using shift I'll move the image and continue working it like this. And you have to be careful and remember where the shadows go and where the lights go, so you won't get a distorted image that it will sort of look not real to you. So basically this is the way to do it. You just do it really slowly and really carefully, and sort of go with the lines, so like this. You can play with the brush size to get it better, and the longer you spend doing this, the better it will look in the end. So I suggest you'll be patient and take your time. So yeah, I look a bit angry in this photograph, but I hope you'll use a happier one. So if you have areas like here when it sort of blends together, don't worry, we can fix it a bit later with some paint, and you can pull lines sort of like this to show the outline like of the nose, for instance, or of the eye. And the eyes will do right in the end, because you need to be careful because the eye is like a perfect circle, so you don't want to mess it up like I did in the previous one. So you go around like this really carefully, sort of like massaging the photo. So I skip the head a bit to sort of this area. Now when you'll smudge this area of from the shadows to the lights, you'll see this weird residue of paint. So if you just shake your brush a bit, it will become more smudged, and you can get a better result like that. Now here it's important to keep the shadows where they are and not drag them sort of like this, and to keep their shape more or less, so you know it will look a bit better. So I'm almost done, and I left out the lips, the eyes and the hair, cause those are the difficult things to do. And I guess the ear too. You sort of need to go with the shape of the object you're doing it with. It can also work not only for face, but like if you want to just paint flowers, I guess it could be really cool. So with the hair, you wanna go with the hair. So we'll make maybe our brush a bit bigger, and sort of the hair goes from left to right. So slowly move our brush sort of with the hair, so like this. Of course, there's hair brushes you can use for this to add maybe a new hair, but for now we're gonna stick to this. So the lips, you wanna really go with the shape and not use a big brush. Use a small brush. I'm using right now 9 size brush, sort of not mess up the shape of the lips. So like this, and remember to cover all the areas so you won't have those annoying points. And you need to do the same with the eyes. So go with the shape, go around the eye, and sort of try not to mess it up like I just did. And just carefully smudge it inside the eye, and of course the same goes for the second eye. So that's it for the first step, and I'm guessing that was pretty hard. So let's zoom out a bit and see what we have. We have this cool painted effect in Photoshop, and if you'll spend more time, you can be more precise with all the colors and shadows and stuff like that. So next, let's duplicate our layer just to be on the safe side by holding down Alt and dragging it down. And we'll go to the first layer, and in the colors we'll select white and select the brush, and maybe make it a little bigger, and make the opacity and the flow 100%.